What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tay and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and coming back to spend yet again some more time with your girl. If you're new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button down below. By doing that, you just enter yourself in a chance to win a giveaway. My giveaway winner will be able to select their own prize. There is two options. One of them is cash through PayPal. The next one is going to be a box with goodies from Germany. So you do get to decide your prize, and to me that sounds like a pretty good giveaway. So hit that subscribe button, join the fam, and simply by doing that you do enter yourself. But I do want to put this out there that my more active followers, or if you share my video, screenshot it to me, send it, or just share like a post on my Facebook or Instagram, those details are down below. If you do that, you guys, if you share one of my posts about my videos, that will definitely get you more than just one entry into my giveaway. So I just want to kind of go ahead and put that out there, you guys. First things first. But for today's video, as you guys can see, by the title, as you guys can see, is going to be I want to call it my weird habits that I've developed living in Germany, but I think I offended some people before whenever I said weird, but whenever I say weird, I don't mean in a bad way. I mean different. It's good to be weird. It's good to be different. You know, not everybody wants to be the same. So for the sake of everybody's feelings, we're gonna say just my habits in general that I've adapted, picked up, clung on to since moving to Germany. You guys already know, if you've been here before, my handy dandy phone. I wanted to say my handy dandy handy because a handy in German is your cell phone. But anyway, you guys, that's neither here nor there. Has my list in it. So if I'm consistently looking this way, looking that way, looking down, it's simply because that's where my list is, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. As you already know, I'm going to go ahead and just go through everything. Everything's pretty cut and dry, but if you want me to elaborate more on anything, or if you have a question as to if I've seen this happen in Germany, something that you've noticed that Germans do, or if you want to know if this is a habit that I do have, I just didn't mention, ask me down below. I am open to discussing basically anything with you guys. Let me know and I will get back to you guys. This is a part one. I'm sure a year from now I will have developed many more habits just from being here in Germany. The first one is going to be, it's kind of something that I noticed and kind of something that I began doing when okay, no, let's do this. Let's do a backstory. In America, if you go out and you order a beer or a drink, you drink it pretty quick. Like at a restaurant or something, you don't babysit it, or like we call it, you don't babysit it or sit there with your drink on the table for no 30, 45 minutes. No, you drink it. Whenever I first moved to Germany, I noticed like whenever we'd go out to dinner or something, like my dad would have a beer, and you notice other things around you. Maybe the people at the table here or here would have a beer. And I would notice that like they would just kind of, sit back, relax, let the beer, chill, take a sip every now and again, and kind of just enjoy just being there. The taste of the beer, the relaxation of being outside because it feels good, or maybe just, enjoying just the time with their family, or even if they're alone, just enjoying just a couple minutes. Everything is like so relaxing and laid back for the most part at like cafes and stuff where people sit outside or even inside. And I would notice that whenever I would get a beer, I would drink it, order another one, and at a pretty quick pace. And I've kind of just developed this thing wherever I go and I get a beer, I just enjoy it more. I don't really just, throw it back or sip on it real quick. I just kind of just enjoy it for what it is. I mean, that might have a lot to do with the fact that German beer is so tasteful and it has so many different tastes in it. Like American beer, it's pretty just, one and done. Like the taste is really pretty much all the same. Like a Coors Light tastes like a Bud Light or something of that nature, So yeah, I kind of just started like relaxing more with it. Like whenever I do get a drink or something of that sort, I kind of just, just sit back, relax, chill, people watch the things around me, the scenery. And I really just don't try to go so quick with it. I pay more mind to just, chilling out with it. In general, I feel like Germans where I live just enjoy life, like relax, the beauty and relaxation, period. I do feel like that. The next thing is gonna be that I'm not always so loud. When I first got here, my dad would be like, you are literally the loudest person like I've ever met in my life. Literally, period, point blank. And I think I've always been a loud person, but whenever I got here, he had already been here for some time, so he had gotten used to not hearing such loud people. So when Mackenzie and I came, you know, we were fresh out of America, and Americans are loud. So we were like, boom, in your face, loud. And my uncle, my mom, my oma, everybody used to tell me, you are so loud. But I've kind of adapted more to, you know, not being the loudest person all the time. Like, you don't always have to be the loudest person. Loud people annoy me now. Like, whenever we're in class or anywhere and people are just talking so loud, I'm just like, oh my goodness, you guys are sitting right next to each other. You really don't have to scream like that. Or like if we take the kids somewhere, kids are going to be kids, so don't think I get onto them for everything. But whenever they're super loud, I just literally want to scream, right? Get louder than them. But you guys, literally, it just drives me nuts. The next thing is gonna be, we always have our windows or our doors on kepe. We always have fresh air coming in. I've noticed that, like, in a lot of girls or guys videos that I watch about Germany, that's one of the things they say is like Germans always have fresh air coming in and out. That is such a must for me. Even if it's hot in the middle of the summer or even the middle of the winter, it doesn't matter. Speaking of which, do you guys see what I'm wearing today? A sweater. It is the 8th of July, you guys. It is so chilly today. It was in the really, really low 60s, and it's even colder now because it's later. But yeah, as you can see right here, we can't really tell, but yeah, my window is open, my back door is on kepe, this window is on kepe, yeah, I just want to make sure. My bedroom window is open, just period. That's just, sorry. That's just how it is. Like, my mom's windows and stuff are always open. Like, whenever I'm in class, my teacher's always like, you know, open up the window a little bit. Like, let's get some fresh air going. So I noticed that a lot of Germans definitely have like a thing for that. In America, I don't really think we have our windows open so much, especially not during the summer, because you run your AC and we ain't trying to cool the outside, we trying to cool the inside. So definitely that makes sense not to have your windows open if you have your AC on. Even here in Germany, I can honestly probably say if I had AC, I would still keep my windows open. The kepe is like so perfect. It's like what it was made for. It's like literally just the top part of the window is open, so it's like perfect in the cold or the heat. The next one is gonna be, I no longer try to tip so much. When I first got here, I mentioned this in a previous video, when I first got here, I would get a $20, you know, tab and, you know, tip like $5, $6, $7, period, like off top, especially if the service was really, really, really good. I'm a big believer in that, you know, you pay for what you get. If you get good service, you leave a good tip. If you get bad service, I'm not one of those people though who are like, if you give me bad service, I'm not tipping you at all. Like, but if you're just downright nasty to me, no, you're not getting a good tip. But if you're like trying and the kitchen is slow and you can't get the food out as quick as I would like, you still get a good tip. But whenever you're just downright nasty, no, we don't play that. We don't tip people like that. Anyways, whenever I first got here, like I said, I would really just tip what I was used to tipping in America. What is it, 20 or 25% we tip? I don't know. Anyways, I just try to stick more to the 1, 2 euros, you know, for a tip, depending on the size or the price of the bill, how high it is. Even though I've seen, you know, we've went out to eat as a whole family and the bill was pretty high and they still only left 3 or 4, you know, euros on the table. So maybe I still do tip a little bit too much, but it's definitely come down a bit. And from what I've heard, they here in Germany, even as the server or bartender, you don't make that bare minimum like you do in America. In America, you can make like as low as like $2.13. At one point it was $2.13. I don't know if it's still $2.13 that waitresses and waiters make. But yeah, so I definitely tried to bring that down some, how much I tip. The next thing is going to be kind of relevant to this is I always carry some kind of cash with me. I'm so used to now, at first it was like a culture shock to me, but I'm so used to now being able to go places and them tell me we don't take card, and it's not being like, what, you don't take card? Like, it's 2019, how do you not accept card, you know? So I definitely have gotten more into the habit of going somewhere and expecting not to being able to pay in card. If I can't pay in card, cool, here you go. But 99% of the time it's, you know, we only take cash. I've noticed that more though in restaurants. The next thing is gonna be utensils, whatever you eat. Yes, we all use a fork and a knife. I mean, a fork and a spoon in America, but I feel like here in Germany, I find myself using my knife a lot more. Like with pizza, with certain sandwiches, with just anything really, I always have, you know, use my knife as well. In America, more or less what you see, I guess, is people, they cut up their food all at once and then put the knife to the side. Me in Germany, like, I kind of use my knife as I eat. Like with my pizza, when we first got here, my mom and I seen a guy at a cafe and he was eating a bagel and he was using a fork and a knife. I thought that was like so extra and the most. I still kind of do, but I mean, it's your preference. It's whatever you like. But yes, definitely I use more of a fork and a knife throughout me eating now. When I first got here and I wasn't using my fork and my knife, I kind of felt like the uncivilized one at the table. So I kind of just picked that up more and more as I eat, to, you know, fork and knife, even with things like pizza, like I said, certain sandwiches, or however you may, whatever you may have, a fork and a knife always. And definitely more table manners too. Like, I feel like Germany, well, Germans are more like into table manners. Like in America, yes, you have your obvious things, but like in Germany, like, you know, not salting or not putting salt and pepper on your food before you try it as soon as it comes to the table, not eating until everybody has been served, or not standing up at the table while other people are eating, you know, just certain things like that. The last thing is going to be, if I have a bottle and it has font on it, what that is, for those of you who don't know, is you can return that bottle and get 25 cents back. Whatever you pay for it originally, you pay a 25-cent deposit basically, and then you can turn that bottle back in and receive money back for it. If I'm like downtown or out shopping or something and I buy like a bottle of water and it has a font on it, I'm not carrying that bottle of water until I get home just to go return it. I will place it beside the trash can. I will not put it in the trash can. That's just kind of a little habit that I developed, because I have seen, you know, maybe they're not homeless, maybe they're just like, you know, in need of a little extra, I guess, I don't know. They will go around from trash can to trash can, seeing if any bottles have been thrown away that have the font on them, to where they can retrieve them and, you know, return them for their 25 cents and receive that, which I think is so sad to see. So whenever I do, you know, have the opportunity to place a couple bottles by the trash can that I'm not going to return, that I don't want to carry, I do that. So yeah, you guys, that's just my little mix of habits that I've developed since moving to Germany. Like I said, I'm sure this is part one of many, actually, because I'm sure as the years continue to go on, I will continue to develop and grasp onto and just become more like Germans. I'm very Americanized. Yes, like I always say, I am half German, but I did live in America for 27 years. So I still have a lot of learning to do, a lot of things to experience, to see, to get used to habits to develop, you guys. But yeah, you guys, I love you guys so much. Don't forget that like button, subscribe, join the fam. Like I mentioned, all my details for my giveaway are always in my description and there at the beginning of this video, you guys. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook. Like you guys know, I had previous beef with Facebook and they were not letting me have an account, but I am up and running now, you guys. Instagram, email, all of that is in the description box below. Leave me a comment if you have any other video ideas. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, fam.